Hi. Thank you for coming. Hope none of you were paid to be here.
So, Chris, we were just talking backstage about how insanely, stupidly hard it is to write a kid's book.
Oh my God,
You've written
the worst.
4.
Yeah, yes. Well, I mean, I just finished my my second picture book, which I think had a total of like 200 words. The Curvy Tree is coming out this October or November. November, then the next one is coming out next year. But it's almost more hard to write that than the novel because you have to be so particular about every single word you use because kids are reading it.
And you can, you gotta.
What's that?
So talk to me about your writing process. Like, do you have an office that you go to every day, or do you just let the muse strike you?
Well, I usually pick whatever table my cat is not taking a nap on. But I do have an office that has kind of more or less just become like a room full of fan letters and fan gifts. So there's really no space for me there. But I do have another room that I have like a nice like red table and like ridiculous toys on it that I like to write at. But I have no process. I mean, it really just it's when it hits me. I run to the computer if I feel inspired. And the problem with me is I've always been filming a TV show while I was writing, and that's always really difficult to concentrate when you have 8 million people running around you screaming, "We need a belt! We need more lights! We need this! We need this!" So I have to find a process now.
Well, it's interesting because I had read Stephen King's On Writing years ago, and he said that you just have to treat it like a job, and every day from like 4 to 8 or 2 to 6 or whatever it is, you sit down and you write. But I'm like, what if you have nothing? What if you just sit there?
Yeah, that sounds great. For me, I try not to force it though, because I tend just to write crap when I'm trying to force it, and then I just feel bad about myself, and then it doesn't do me any good. So I really try to just kind of do it when I'm in the mood.
So when you say that sometimes, every writer knows you write crap. Not you, but in general, one writes crap.
Yes, of course.
Who is your trusted critic? Is it your boyfriend, your best friend, your mom? Like, who is it?
It's my grandmother.
Yeah?
She's always been she's my first editor. Mm-hmm. She was the first person to read my first draft of the first Land Stories book. So and she always gives me very honest feedback. So yeah, my grandma. And
how do you know when something works?
I don't know if I ever do. I think you just kind of cross your fingers and hope for the best. Like I said, usually if I'm not forcing something and it comes through me very easily, then I know it probably works. And I mean, I reread everything to death and overanalyze every single word. But I think you really don't know until it gets published, honestly, and people enjoy it.
What inspired The Land of Stories?
Oh, like the beginning of it all?
Tell me the beginning.
Oh, okay.
You were 7 years old.
When I was 7. I grew up, I had a sister who had special needs, and she had this very, very, very rare case of epilepsy, and it was a terrible, terrible time learning it and diagnosing her, and as a way to escape, I would read fairy tales and books, and I just so desperately wanted to jump into the book and join the characters and have an adventure for once, and that's really what inspired it, and I tried writing the novel when I was 7, which didn't work out very well. I would write a page per chapter, and I would send it to my grandma, and she would edit it for me. And I made the very tough decision then that I should probably wait till I knew a few more words to try to write a novel.
Till you were at least 8.
Till I was at least 9 or 10. A big kid. And then finally I had an opportunity to get it made, so I jumped on it.
What book changed your life? Like, do you remember the first time you read something where you were just absolutely transported to another dimension?
Yes, absolutely. It was Harry Potter, the first Harry Potter book. Prior to that, I was a terrible reader. I probably had dyslexia. I was never diagnosed, self-diagnosed. I just, all the books that teachers were shoving down my throat were just so boring. It was like, oh, this person learns forgiveness. This person learns this, And I think I just wanted something that would entertain me and stimulate me. And I remember working so hard at reading just so I could read more of the Harry Potter books. So I really think that changed my life.
And if there's one author that you could just go bar crawling with, who would it be?
Oh my gosh. Well, if it was J.K. Rowling, it'd probably be pub crawling. I don't know. I guess Tina Fey and Amy Poehler count now since they're published. That would be a great night.
Mindy Kaling.
Yeah, Mindy Kaling, absolutely. Amy Schumer, hell yes. Yeah, that'd be fun.
Do you outline your ideas first, or do you type things into your phone? Like, how does the book come together?
Usually I'll do like an outline, and then, but it doesn't matter how many times I outline something. It always changes once I get there. I realize, oh no, I should bring this character in sooner. So that doesn't really work. But I think I just kind of start off with like a general idea of what every chapter needs to be, because I take it chapter by chapter, and I usually follow the chapter outlines pretty well. But it's the overall outlines I tend to stray from.
And what's the most embarrassing book on your nightstand?
Oh, God.
Like
physically on my nightstand?
Or
what did Ryan Reynolds say?
Ryan
What'd he say?
Reynolds was just here, and he said he watched Keeping Up with the Kardashians. So what's your literary Keeping Up with the Kardashians?
Oh, I don't know if I have anything too embarrassing. I have a lot of like ghosts books. Yeah, I'm not really embarrassed about that.
Cool.
Ask me again at the end. I'll probably have a better answer.
Okay. I mean, do you read like the Keeping Up with the Kardashians? Their books.
They have books.
They do have books. Oh. Apparently, they know how to write.
I mean, no one ever knows I have books either, so it's okay. Crap.
Really, we should have a moment of silence for Courtney.
Yeah.
So, in light of today's news,
What happened?
She and Scott broke up. Again. So let's steer away from the Kardashians. This is a touchy day for everyone.
Poor Courtney.
What author if you could have any author edit your writing, who would it be?
Edit my writing? Okay, what's his name? The Game of Thrones, George R.R. Martin.
Yep.
I would just love to hear what his feedback would be. Like, he'd probably be like, needs a sex scene, you know?
There's not enough blood.
Yeah, not enough, too much pants, you know? That would be fun. Yeah, like, when's someone gonna kill someone?
Where's the red wedding?
Well, there is a red wedding. There is a red wedding in this book, but it's very different from the Game of Thrones one.
How do you see, how do you see your literary career evolving? What do you want to do next?
I definitely want to continue with the series. As of now, there are 5 books planned, but I've been toying around with maybe doing a 6, because at the end of this book, I had a little bit of a breakdown, and I felt I just can't leave these characters yet. And because they've been with me for decades, literally I can say decades now. And I have a young adult novel coming out soon. In a year or two. And picture books. I think as long as I can stay on this course, I think I'll be very happy. But I mean, one day I'd love to do an adult book, and talk about adult things, and
I think it's amazing because writing.
They know what I'm talking about. Yeah.
These girls up here, man, they are like, it's the Chris Colfer party. No, it's great. What's the toughest part of writing for you?
It used to be just finding time to do it. Usually just the actual writing itself came pretty easily for me. And I write every word of every book I've ever written. I don't have any ghostwriters that are alive, at least. I mean, I don't know if they're entering in my head or not. I think it's just finding a time to do it.
And if you're having a dinner party tonight, who would you invite?
Oh, gosh.
From the writing community.
From the writing world. Okay. J.K. Rowling for sure.
Can you imagine how much wine she would bring?
Oh, my God. I would like to, yeah. I'll say Jennifer Saunders, who's a writer.
Oh, yeah.
I heard yeah, she's great. She's my hero. I would say, maybe George R.R. Martin. I'm sure he's fun after a few drinks. And David Sedaris. Wouldn't that be a fun dinner?
That would be like the best party ever.
Yeah, I might have to film that one. Yeah.
I mean, that would be amazing.
Yeah, what do you serve at that kind of dinner?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, what do you serve to J.K. Rowling, who's one of the richest human beings on the planet?
I know. I think you just I don't know. Maybe I say, I'm on a juice cleanse because I'm too embarrassed to cook anything.
What's the question that you find yourself answering the most often from fans of your books?
From fans of the books? Mm-hmm. Oh gosh. Will Fred and Rogge get married? Oh gosh. They're so sporadic. The questions. I'm not really sure what the most question is. Usually usually is there going to be a movie? That's what everyone wants to know.
And is there? Would you want there to be one?
Yeah. When I first started, I was completely against it because I thought the series is about it's about a celebration of storytelling and a celebration of reading and I was terrified. I had so much slack I had to work against because I was an actor writing a book and he's just writing this because he wants to make a movie. So I tried to make it very clear that was not my agenda. My agenda was just to get the story out of my head that had been with me for such a long time. But yes, I can say that the movies are in the works.
That's awesome. And by the way, I don't understand the stigma that actors can't write books because like I said, I have a 4-year-old and he loves B.J. Novak's book.
Oh, yeah.
The book with no pictures, the Julianne Moore book, the Freckle Pan Strawberry.
Yeah, and Julie Andrews has a great series.
I mean, I feel like if you're in the arts, you kind of know the art of storytelling, so why would that actually...
And that's what it's always been for me, and I think people have always tried to make me pick one, but I don't think my brain realizes that there's a difference between the two because it's always just been a game of pretend for me, which I'm addicted to.
How do you write do you find yourself veering into making it almost a script? Does that make sense because you read scripts so much?
Kind of, sort of, yeah. I think the dialogue especially. And the dialogue, I really try hard to make it sound like it's coming from the people that say it. But not as far as all the descriptions and stuff goes. It makes me, it's funny because it makes me think that screenwriting is so much easier, but then you go to write a script and you realize, oh no, there's no such thing as easy writing.
No, there's no such thing. Yeah. I've tried to write a script too.
It's hard. It's difficult.
All hard.
Yeah,
it's
yeah, it's not easy, yeah.
All right, and I know you guys have some questions.
Yay.
I can tell.
Okay. Hi, I'm Jessica.
Hi.
Well, we noticed that in a lot of your books, you sneak in a little bit of dirty jokes every now and then.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And has there ever been a joke that your editors have forced you to omit, maybe, or tone down because it's been a little bit too risque?
Oh, constantly. I think that is probably the biggest note that I get from my editors is remember this is a kid's book. But yeah, I mean there's so many times that I just want Mother Goose to say you're a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
But you can't have her say that because then the kids say that at school. Then I get letters from teachers. But oh yeah, all the time. I'm constantly having to tone it down. Okay. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Mitch. I write a blog, Gay NYC Dad. So I just have to thank you because Glee just helped us as a family for my son to see, just the other aspect of it. Like I, was gay in high school and he's not, but, I don't know what I'm saying. Sorry.
It's fun, isn't it?
But so I was working a book fair this year. It was his first year of middle school and I didn't know you were an author. I apologize.
Oh, no worries. Like I said.
And your books were there. And so how did you feel the first time you knew that your books were showing up at all these middle school fairs?
Oh my God, it was the best feeling in the world because it's everyone knows me from Glee and I never have a problem with that and everyone I think always more so than I do tries to compare the awareness of my books to the awareness of Glee and Glee had a huge major studio behind it, so I never ever would expect it to have the same notoriety. So when it did start having all these kids started loving it and talking about it in schools, and then when teachers started using it in schools and Scholastic called and wanted it in the fair, it was the most amazing feeling in the world. And now I think at the book signings, I get all these little kids that run up to me and say, "Do you know you look like the guy from TV?" And I'm always like, who are you talking about? But yeah, no, it's the most rewarding feeling in the world.
Hi. Sorry. I'm Perry. Nice to meet you. I was wondering what excites you about a character or script in the literary world or the acting world. And I was also wondering how you feel as an influence in the gay community, especially after gay marriage has been legalized.
Oh, what was the first part of your question again? I'm sorry.
What excites you most about a character or script in the literary world or the acting world?
Oh, I think Wait, one more time. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My mind goes off in too many directions.
What excites you most about a certain character that you're writing about or playing in the literary world or in the acting world?
Oh, okay. I think the most exciting part about it is getting to just reimagine something that everyone knows. And I think selfishly, I think we all, when we read the classic literature books and we hear the stories, we all have our own personal images of what that character is and who they are. And I think being able to just kind of lease those characters for a little bit and add my own little twist on them, that's so much fun. And I'm sorry, would you get the mic to her again? What was the second part of that question? I'm 25, but he's getting old now. I'm sorry.
I was just wondering how you feel as an influence in the gay community, especially now that gay marriage has been legalized.
Oh my gosh, how do I feel as an influence?
Yeah.
Well, I think people give me way too much credit. And I remember when the announcement came, I was mentioned in so many lists and blogs and whatnot, and I feel so honored and so blessed that I could have contributed in some way. But honestly, I think more so than being someone who is known for being a part of it, I think I'm just excited to be living in this time, you know, and it's so strange because when I was growing up, I would hear the stories about Susan B. Anthony, I would hear the stories about Martin Luther King, and I just couldn't fathom that could ever happen again, you know, probably because I just wasn't really aware of what was going on in the world, and so to be really living in a part of history like this, I mean, it's fantastic, and to constantly be getting so much credit for helping it along the way, I mean, it's wonderful.
And just think of all the stuff you can register for someday when you're ready.
Right?
I
Yeah.
mean...
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be great. I would love a holiday.
Hey, Chris.
Hi.
Welcome from... Yeah. Hi. We're from Australia, sorry, so it's a bit different
hi.
here. I was just wondering, do you prefer writing or acting?
Ooh, gosh. Well, my favorite is to do a combination of both. But I think with writing, I think the reason why I love writing books so much is because you really are in complete control of the story you're telling. Whereas if you're screenwriting or you're acting, you really rarely get that kind of control. You usually have, you know, a team of writers who are making you act in scenes that they want you to do, and you have a bunch of, you know, if you're writing a screenplay, you have a bunch of studio notes, you know, and they kind of shape the story to be what they want to be. So if I had to pick, gun to my head, I'd probably pick writing, just because I would be able to tell exactly what I wanted to. Yeah. But please don't put that gun to my head.
Hi, I'm Laura. I'm known online as Broadway Girl NYC.
Oh, you're Broadway Girl NYC.
Yeah, hi. I think of you as an honorary Broadway star because of all of the
thanks.
great musical theater that you performed on television.
Oh, thank you.
And I'd like to know what your thoughts are about actually making your Broadway debut. When, what, and how?
I would. Oh, thank you. Well, I mean, I would absolutely love to. I would love to, and I've had many meetings and whatnot about doing it, and I think I'm just kind of looking for the right thing. I really want to originate or create something new, whether in a new musical or a new play or a revival, just as long as it's new. But I can't wait, and yeah, there are things in the works, but I got to do it. It's in my blood. I can't not.
And I think
Thank
we have
you.
time for one more question, which I will ask because, all right, you can do it. I just wanted to ask you actually what your advice is for aspiring writers, like for aspiring novelists who have that first idea. What would you tell them to do?
Oh, I would not worry so much about because sometimes the writers online, God, they're vicious.
They're vicious.
You know?
Oh.
Oh my God! I mean, just because you have an internet connection does not give you
Yes.
the credentials to critique. Gosh, but I would say just to get it out. Just don't worry about style. Don't worry about anything. Just do not let it fester in your head because that's just going to lead to headache if you keep it in there.
All right, and real quick.
Hi.
Hi.
I was just wondering if there was one thing that you could do that you haven't gotten the chance to do yet, what would it be?
Oh.
And congratulations on everything.
Oh, thank you. Let's see. Well, I don't think a lot of people want me to to direct, which I don't know, maybe someday. A lot of people want me to run for office too, but I'm not sure. I don't know. I think I'd take a vacation. That's what I would like to do. I'd like to try that out and see if I don't think I would like it. I hear it's great, but I'm not sure I would like it.
You can watch lots of reality TV
Yeah,
with Ryan Reynolds.
I could finally keep up
Yes.
with those Kardashians. Yes.
Well, thank you guys so much, and thank you,
Thank
Chris.
you so much. Thank you.